What is up, guys? My name is Christian, and today I'm going to be putting together the perfect Oahu travel guide just for you so that you can make the most of your upcoming visit to Oahu. And one of the awesome things is that this trip has actually been sponsored by Skype, so huge thank you to them for making this possible. Now let's hop into the video. Now before we get started on the blue waters, the incredible waterfalls, and the countless memories you'll be creating over this trip, I wanted to start off by showing you how you'll be getting around Hawaii. Now, Oahu does have ride-sharing apps, it has taxis, but if you're planning to really see the island, you're gonna rack up a crazy bill if you decide to go that way. What is basically a must is to rent a car. Now, you can do it the budget way, where you can pay as little as like $40 a day, or if you want to do it in style and you want to really experience Oahu the way it's meant to be, you're gonna want a drop top. Do you think we take it off?
No.
Ooh, ta-da! You can actually find some pretty good deals, and in all honesty, you'll probably spend at the very minimum 2 to 3 hours in your car every single day that you're here. So I definitely recommend spending a little bit extra and making your travels around Oahu an experience. Now, unless you're planning to sleep under the stars, you're definitely gonna need a room. On average, a 2-star hotel, about $100. 3 stars is around the $150 mark, and of course, it's always dependent on what season you're there. Now, I actually booked my place through a house sharing app, and so I was able to get an even better price. Check it out. I wanted to start it off by giving you a bit of a room tour to give you a feel for what you can get with what's about $80 US. It was 100 Canadian. It's not huge, but you got everything you need. Didn't come with her. She's extra.
Yes, I'm not included.
You got a kitchen. You got your shower, which is strangely connected to the kitchen, but hey, no complaints. And then bathroom. And the awesome thing is we're 5 minutes away from downtown Waikiki, so we're basically right in the middle of everything.
We're going to eat acai bowls. It's my favorite thing in the entire world, so I'm very excited. And then we're going to a waterfall.
One of the really awesome things about this trip was that it was actually powered by you. I partnered with Skype to create a LeBlanc Skype bot, and using this bot, you guys were able to give me your recommendations on what I should do and see on this trip to Hawaii. I had questions like, should I learn the local language or get a traditional tattoo? By the way, you can find out the answer to which one won at the end of this. Yeah, thanks guys. And although voting is now closed, you can definitely check out the exclusive behind the scenes content that was posted on the Skype bot. And I even got to have a one-on-one hangout with one of you guys that voted on the bot. Awesome meeting you, Natasha. Now that we got our ride, our place to crash at night, it is time to go and explore why we came to Oahu in the first place. But one more thing before we start our adventure, and that is a good meal. You gotta ask for the extra honey. That's the major key. We didn't just stop at the acai bowl, we also got some poke. If you want to check out a proper poke when you come to Oahu, definitely check out Ono's. Let's get going. It's time to go to Manoa Falls. I reached out to a few of my local friends here in Hawaii and they showed us around.
We're at Manoa Falls.
Yeah.
It's the waterfall in the back of Manoa Valley, which is kind of the main valley next to Waikiki and in front of the south shore of Oahu. Really awesome waterfall. There's like 6 or 7 up above the main one.
If you're feeling adventurous, you can have a look around and go to the more hard to reach ones too. From the trees, the vines, the bushes, there's all these different species you probably have never seen in your entire life. The only thing I can compare it to is pretty much a scene out of a fairy tale. Manoa waterfall. I've said Moana 1,000 times. And when I was here last time, this waterfall was completely dry, so it's really cool to see it this time with some life to it. We were supposed to go tomorrow to do some cage diving with sharks, but due to inclement weather, that might not be happening anymore. So we've got some Hawaiian lessons 101 with the local himself. Hit me with it. How do we do the cool Hawaiian hand gestures?
So shaka.
Shaka. Shakalaka.
You want to be a tourist.
Yeah.
Nice and firm right there. Get your fingers all the way in. Spread out those thumb and pinky wide.
How do I be a Hawaiian?
You want to be a local, it's loose. So almost like not so much. Yeah, you're just kind of like shaka.
Shaka, so it's loose. It's casual. You're not even trying. Tourist. Where are we going?
Have you guys been to The Spot yet?
What is it?
The Spot is my favorite restaurant in Hawaii.
Is it? Would you say it's The Spot?
It's delicious.
Delicious. Oh, I see what you did there.
Thank you.
That's delightful, Dan.
It's
daring, some might say.
Daring? Dun dun dun!
If you're big on shopping, you can spend your evening around Waikiki. All sorts of everyday brands to designer clothing. You can find pretty much anything in Waikiki. So how does it work? What are we doing today?
Yoga floats is stand-up paddleboard yoga.
Okay.
We take the boards out in water. We don't go very deep.
Yeah.
We drop anchor and then we do a floating yoga practice.
Bring out your shakas, get ready. We're going out in our LED paddle boards. Let's assume the start of a new day. If the weather cooperates for you, like it didn't really for us, you can head to a place called Lanikai Beach. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful beaches you'll ever find, the finest of white sands, the bluest of waters, on a good day. Once you've seen the beach, had a few photos, had a few laughs, you're probably ready to do your next thing.
I wanna go there.
Head on up the hill and go towards the Lanikai Pillbox. Now these right here are World War II bunkers. Luckily, they're no longer in use, so today they make for a great excuse to go for a hike, go for an amazing workout, and get one of these outstanding Oahu views.
What are you making me do? What do you think of the view?
I'm moving here. Even if I can't afford it, I will live in someone's closet. Easily my favorite coast in Hawaii is the North Shore. So if you're still feeling enough energy after your hike up the Pillbox, let's go to a little city called Haleiwa. Yes, the W is pronounced like a V. One of the incredible things about Haleiwa that you'll notice immediately is that you've got that very traditional Hawaiian look. Even the fast food chains have wooden storefronts, a bit of a Hawaii-esque feeling to them, tons of surf shops, and incredible food cars. The best acai bowl I've ever had was right here.
Yes, Crispy Grinds is the best acai on the North Shore.
I think that's my favorite one.
This one is my favorite one too.
Yeah.
It's even better than the Cove.
The acai?
Yeah.
It doesn't have the presentation, but it's all about the ingredients. And the acai, it's too good. It's a good thing we got extra large. If you want an incredible vista of the North Shore, definitely check out this hike right here. What's the name of this hike, Erin?
It is called the Iku High Pillbox Hike.
As you get to the top of this hike, you'll notice a couple more artifacts of World War II. Some really awesome pillboxes that make for a great photo, an incredible viewpoint, and definitely a worthwhile thing to do on your trip to Oahu. This is bunker numero uno.
Numero uno.
And that is your reward at the end of it.
Yep.
The incredible view of the North Shore. It's just so beautiful here. I think I'm gonna move here. If I don't move to Lanikai, it's gonna be here. I actually wanted to share one of the ways that I've been using Skype for the past few years while I travel, because as far as I'm concerned, it's an essential. A lot of the time when I get my phone set up, I actually don't get a SIM card that allows me to make local calls. So whether I need to call my home bank, whether I need to call the camera shop to make sure my shipment arrived, I need a way to call landlines. And one of the best ways that I've been doing for years is by using Skype. And speaking of which, I'm gonna call the center right now because I'm hoping that we can get a glimpse of the Hawaiian hula. Now after a good hike, it's time to get an even better meal. So we're gonna head to those incredible food trucks, and right here I actually got an ahi sandwich. Shark sauce.
So good. Oh, and you have to get an extra order of shark sauce.
Very tasty. 10 out of 10. Come check it out. Now, not everyone who goes to Oahu wants to be climbing hills, going to waterfalls, so for those of you that want to experience some culture, then listen up, because this is for you. Just in Haleiwa, we actually found this really incredible ukulele store, and while they don't advertise doing lessons, they were so incredibly nice. They gave us a quick rundown on how to play, and Kathy even ended up snagging one.
This is the chosen one.
Kathy is the new proud owner of a ukulele. But if you're not musically inclined, well, then maybe you'll be more interested in this. The most popular dance the Hawaiian people are known for is the hula. So we wanted to get a lesson ourselves. There's different ways you can learn the hula, everything from private instructors to group sessions, but however you end up doing it, hopefully you find it as rewarding as we did. As I mentioned earlier in the video, you guys were given the choice to vote between me learning the language, learning a traditional dance, and getting a tattoo. I guess I'm a giving person because I ended up doing 2 of them, and I didn't end up learning the language. One of my final things to do that you guys so kindly voted on, thank you very much guys, you decided that I should get a traditional Hawaiian tattoo. Now one thing I need to say about a traditional tattoo is that you actually don't get to decide, the artist does. I have no idea what I'll come out with at the other side, but I'm going into the shop now. It might take a little while because it's pretty big what they're gonna be doing. How did the tattoo go yesterday? Well, let's just say it's a little bit bigger than I expected. I'm gonna be using Skype to see what my parents' reaction is. I guess we'll be finding out what they think. It's time to call. Okay guys, I'm calling my parents. I'm gonna give you a little update on our trip. There's a few cool things that have happened. One of them is that Kathy has learned the ukulele.
Yes.
You can play one song.
Oh. I cannot. It's very cute.
Too much pressure.
Yeah, it's too much pressure.
I have a lot of pressure on me too, because I have to tell you something. One of the things that people voted for on the Skype bot was for me to get a tattoo. And I got, it's a lot bigger than I expected.
Oh. I hope that's a joke.
I got 2 of them too. I got another one right here.
No.
You are joking. Those are gotta be.
This is one of the Hawaiian. This is one of the Hawaiian characters here. It's a Hello Kitty.
You too. You guys are crazy.
You are joking.
We don't believe him, Katy. Those are fake, right?
It's a spray-on tattoo.
It is.
Oh, thank you. Our hearts were pounding.
I could see it in your face. As soon as I saw your reaction, I was like, oh man, I gotta get to the punchline quick here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
My parents are not big fans of tattoos. So, this morning we have really big plans. We're going about an hour west and north from here. And fingers are crossed, we get to see the beautiful dolphins of Hawaii. So let's go check it out. Now, if we're really gonna experience Hawaii, we have to get below it and above it. So let's start by going below Hawaii. Now the first step, you're gonna need some flippers and some goggles. On most days, the water around Hawaii will be this incredible clear blue. We didn't exactly get one of those days, but instead we got this incredibly rad dude. Definitely no complaints. Now the next step, we need to see Hawaii from above. So the best way to do that is, of course, with a helicopter. Guys, we are right now with Paradise Helicopters. We're about to take off, and right now I'm with Mooch, and Mooch used to fly Marine One, which is the aircraft that would basically transport the president from place to place, like taking him to Air Force One. So what are we doing today?
We're going to fly around the island of Oahu on the Circle Island Experience.
Literally going all the way around Oahu, not missing a single spot. And the awesome thing is, not only is it a helicopter ride, but it's also a guided tour. So while we flew over certain historical sites, like the bombing sites of Pearl Harbor, we were actually being told through our headsets what was going on and a lot more information that brought so much more value to this trip. We flew past Waikiki, we saw people doing donuts with their sea-doos, we saw hidden waterfalls that probably even most locals haven't seen, mysterious floating islands, dramatic hillsides and drop-offs, and so much more. This was definitely one of the best ways to get a feel for Oahu. Not to mention, our pilot was super cool. See you later, Mooch.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Bye.
Now these are just a few of the endless ways you can enjoy Oahu. Oahu is one of the most incredible islands in the entire world, and it's up to you to make this your own trip. I hope that in some shape or form this video gave you some inspiration or some advice on your upcoming trip. And guys, if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can get more videos like this. Hit the notification button, the little bell button right next to the subscribe button, and that way you'll get notified when the behind the scenes vlogs to this video will be posted. So if you're planning a trip to Hawaii, these videos will give you even more information on how we got around. Let's get lost again in the next one.